こいつは Kabuto. So I finally managed to get myself away from Elden Ring and Persona 5 long enough to talk about some Naruto. Shippuden has been getting off to a really solid start with the Kazekage rescue mission, but now things are getting cranked up to 11 with the Tenchi Bridge. I'm hoping that with all the personal stakes that have been set up and the Akatsuki really ramping up their goal, combined with the fact that Kakashi's been on a commission for a bit, but we're gonna get some pretty exciting content. You are my friend. I'm thinking the way we're gonna get today started, we're gonna talk about some of my grievances with this arc. Just get that out of the way right off the bat. Now don't worry, I don't have too many, but just a couple of things I was a little disappointed in. First of which is, of course, this guy being back. I feel like I've made it crystal clear at this point that I just do not like Kabuto at all. And it just happens to be very unfortunate that he is back and playing a somewhat important role in this arc, so he gets plenty of screen time. And unlike the Search for Tsunade arc, Kabuto doesn't really get his ass whooped. And the next mild disappointment I have is the fact that we don't really get much progression as far as the Akatsuki's schemes go. Yeah, because it turns out that we're primarily dealing with Orochimaru and Kabuto, or we're doing their own thing to try and oppose the Akatsuki, but it's more or less a separate thing. Which is a shame, because we literally just got done with them stealing the power of the One Tails, and it's just like, yeah, now they're off screen doing stuff. I'm sure we'll catch up back to their schemes here shortly, but it's just a little frustrating. That's like, come on, I'm really hoping we get something right away, but I guess we're gonna wait. And the final nitpick I'm gonna make is, fortunately, it's gonna have to be Naruto again. I know what people are gonna say, but Kyle, we get Naruto going into his Four Tails cloak form and fighting Orochimaru this arc. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, that was incredibly cool. In fact, that was one of my favorite fights of the entire series so far. But I'm still kind of trying to get over this fact that it doesn't really feel like this cloak power is a thing that Naruto is intentionally doing. Like, yet again, Naruto just kind of gets angry and then he transforms, fights somebody, and then transforms back, and it's like, huh? What happened? It's mind-boggling to me that we got a 2-year time skip, right? And the only thing Naruto intentionally does is use shadow clones and Rasengans. Like, that's all he does. Now, if Naruto were to somehow manage to take control over these cloaked forms that happen, I'd be feeling a lot different. But the fact that this kind of involuntary happens is a little disappointing. Because right now, it's feeling like Naruto didn't actually learn anything over the 2-year time skip. Okay, but that's enough ranting and raving. Let's talk about some of the good stuff this arc does. And there's quite a few things I really enjoyed. First up, we got our man Sai, who's he's a very interesting character. He's like subtly complex in a way. Like, throughout all these episodes, I was constantly flip-flopping on my feelings on Sai. Sometimes I was like really angry and didn't like him, and sometimes I was like, oh, you know what, yeah, okay, that's cool, I like that. And it's wild because, like, he actually will just flip-flop. Like, one scene you'll be like, oh, he's just like an evil servant of Danzo, he's undermining the Lee village. And then the next moment you're like, oh, he's such a tragic like orphan, and he is like a victim of the society of the shinobi. It's like, oh, okay. And then there's like the whole backstory about his brother and the sketches that he was making in the book and all that. And then like he'll immediately be back to trying to like assassinate Sasuke or something, and you're like, I don't want to be angry at you, but Sai, please stop. But like overall, I really do enjoy his character. It's an interesting glimpse into kind of the darker side of the shinobi society. Like, I remember making a comment back during the Chunin exams where I was like, yeah, they're like literally training child soldiers, and they're kind of making a sport out of it. And then now Sai's character is kind of just taking that concept, but like going one step further with it and like really showing the effects that it has on Sai's psyche. Like he was just this traumatized kid, and of course, you know, the ninja came by and we're like, we are going to turn you into an emotionless tool for the Black Ops. Like, that's messed up, yo. As for the Tenchi Bridge mission itself, I was really enjoying the progression from episode to episode with how the mission plays out. Yeah, the initial setup is a little slow. Like, there's a lot of this, like, oh, is Sai going to attack Naruto? And like, oh, what's all this political scheming going on between Tsunade and Danzo, and like, what's up with that? Yeah, like, once we actually get Team Kakashi minus Kakashi formed and they go out to the bridge, things get pretty intense. From the moment we get to the bridge, it's like, all right, now we're going undercover. We gotta sneak up and try to play it cool, try to trick this spy into thinking we're the real deal. And then of course Orochimaru shows up, crashes the party, and all hell breaks loose. Which of course leads me into the fight against Naruto and Orochimaru I mentioned earlier. Seeing him transform into the Four Cloak and just they just go at it. It's probably the most bombastic fight we have seen in this series. Like, we got big monsters, chakra lasers, swords that defy physics, Orochimaru constantly like swapping bodies. I never knew what was going to happen next, and that was exciting. But then like there's also really good payoff afterwards where we get this scene where Naruto accidentally hurts Sakura, and now Naruto is actually like, oh, there are consequences for my actions here. Oh no. I'm kind of glad that Sakura didn't just like blame Naruto. She actually blames herself for kind of encouraging Naruto to let loose in the way he has been, which is good because I feel like we were treading a thin line there. Sakura just being like, oh no, I'm a damsel in distress. Thankfully, it wasn't that. Sakura was willing to admit she had some fault in this ordeal. Oh, but then the good times just kept coming. Like, we go and find Orochimaru's hideout, which means it's time for the return of Best Boy. Sasuke's reintroduction into the story is glorious. He is majestic. He is everything I was hoping he would be after the time skip. The build up to that event felt very significant. Like, I don't know if it was just because we had that flashback in episode 1, but like the actual buildup of like everyone looking through the rooms and then eventually all meeting outside with Sasuke being up on the cliff. I was like, okay, this is a really cool moment. This feels like a very impactful turning point. And then seeing just like how much stronger Sasuke has gotten is wild. We even have Yamato on the team, who I guess you could say is like a veteran Black Ops Shinobi type of guy, and he gets clowned on by Sasuke. And then when Naruto tries to tap into the Nine Tails power again, Sasuke just kind of like, he shuts it down. He's like, nope, I ain't gonna let you do that. Which I hate to say, it does make Naruto's 2 years of training feel even more insignificant compared to where Sasuke is now. But it does end up working, because like I'm a big sucker for these like these parts of stories, long-running stories, where it's like, all right, the heroes have suffered a major defeat and now must formulate a new plan and come back stronger. And that's kind of what this felt like. Like, overall, the mission was more or less a failure. Like, yeah, there was some piece of information here and there they gathered, but like for the most part, the mission did not go how it was supposed to go. Where Naruto and friends have been defeated, Sasuke and Orochimaru are getting off scot-free. And yeah, now we're kind of just like, all right, we got so many forces working against us. Like, the odds are seeming very hopeless right now. But like, all in all, I really enjoyed the Tenchi Bridge mission. Was it perfect? No. Now, some minor pacing issues here and there, but overall, I thought the arc delivered a lot on the promises it had made to us. Of course, the meat of the arc involving Sai and his character was good. The meat of the spy and then finding Sasuke, that was all really, really good stuff. While I would have liked to have seen the Akatsuki do something, I understand. Gotta let him cook. I already know the next arc is going to be very Akatsuki focused, so I'm going to get it. Just gotta wait a little bit longer. Now I'm kind of thinking, like, how would I rank this arc compared to the others, and I think a lot of the nitpicks I have I could levy at other arcs like the Search for Tsunade one just as much. So because of how much I did enjoy it overall, I don't see any reason not to put it up here in the S tier, give it the highest of honors for now. Now I could always change my mind later on, but that's kind of where I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna put it up there, but I don't know. You guys let me know. What do you think? Do you think Tenchi Bridge an S tier arc, or am I just kind of overrating it? But yeah, that's all I really have for you today, guys. I'm excited to hop into the next arc. Apparently, it's gonna involve suppressing the Akatsuki in some form or fashion. Don't know what that's gonna entail, but I'm excited to find out. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Be good people. Catch you later. Kabuto.